Today we're going to look at the digital implementation of Everdell. Everdell is one of my favourite board games. The gameplay is really enjoyable, but what takes it up to the next level for me is how cute the theme is. And the digital version of Everdell does a really good job capturing that. You can buy and play Everdell on your PC, phone or Nintendo Switch. What we're currently looking at is my PC. For those familiar with the board game, this is how the game looks. You can see the meadow and all the forest spaces in the middle, your tableau underneath that, your opponent's tableaus to the right, and then up top is all the goals and the Ever tree. It's very easy to move around, zoom in, zoom out. All your opponent's little details are in the top left corner. Your own resources and points are in the bottom right corner. I think a really smart decision they made was how you place your workers. It would be very easy to just select where you want to go and click on it, but instead you have to drag and drop your workers. It makes it feel a lot more interactive. It's cute seeing them fly around the screen. Your workers are animated as well, so they'll do little jumps and dance around and things, and wave at you occasionally. That's really cute. It's quite beginner friendly as well. When you can do an action, it'll be highlighted in an orange glow. The drag and drop can get a little bit fiddly when you're trying to place it here and it's not connecting. I imagine it'd probably be worse on the phone, but it's something you get used to after a couple of plays. From my 10 or 15 plays so far, I haven't encountered any bugs. For me, the gameplay is nearly perfect. They've done a great job on that department. I do have a few issues with Everdell Digital in general though. This is the main screen. It's got a decent tutorial that explains how to play the game. It's got options for local play. It's got different challenges you can try. You can play solo against an AI with 3 different difficulties. There's the pass and play option if you want to play against multiple people on the same device. You can have your turn then pass to the next player. And there's Rugwart's Trials where you compete against an evil rat that tries to block you and just generally is annoying. Online play is where we start to run into some issues, I feel. This is approximately 9 months after the initial release. The community playing is not huge. This is the busiest I've seen it in a long time, 3 games active. Usually to find a game, it depends on the time, but it can take 5 to 10 minutes. I guess that's not too bad. What I don't like about the digital version is just the lack of information or the lack of statistics. Playing a game is fine, but there's no game history, there's no stats, there's no replays. If you wanted to show a friend your score of 100 from the other week, you can't. There's no game logs. On top of that, the leaderboard is really pointless. I don't know why they have this here. Score is pretty much meaningless. To score, you just need to play games. If you finish a game, you get 1 point. For every person you beat, you get an additional point. In a sense, the leaderboard is pay to win, but instead of paying money, you're paying time. The only thing this leaderboard shows me is that this person's probably played over 2,000 games. And anyone that plays 1,000 games is going to get on this leaderboard. Not having a ranking system was kind of disappointing for me. That was one of the reasons that I bought the digital version of Everdell, was to find and compete with players online. Because I already own the game in real life, if I want to play solo or with my friends, I can just bring out the box. And while I can play online against other people, I have no way of knowing how strong they are as a player. I can't track my progress. I can't see how much I'm improving. That's one disappointing aspect. The other thing is the lack of information while you're playing a game, especially when it comes to connection issues. I joined a 4-player game and it was going fine. We were all in summer, all having our turns relatively quickly. And the timer just kept ticking down on one of the other players, and I thought, well, okay, maybe they're just disconnected. And then I got a message about 2 minutes later saying that I'd been disconnected. Whether that was my internet or the opponent's internet, I have no idea. The game just said you've been disconnected and sent me back to this screen. There's no option to rejoin the game. I have no idea if the game continued for everyone else or it just stopped immediately after I left, or maybe the other player left and it stopped. I guess as there's no ranking system, it doesn't matter too much, but it was a bit frustrating investing about 45 minutes into the game and seeing nothing for it. It's also worth noting that this is only the base game of Everdell. There are no expansions. I'm not sure if they plan to add expansions, but I highly doubt it. I imagine if they want to add expansions, you'd have to pay extra for it. Would I recommend this game? For the PC version, it costs 29 Australian dollars, which is roughly 20 US dollars. On your phone, you can get it for 15 Australian or about 10 US. I would recommend it if you love Everdell and you mainly just want to play solo. It's a great implementation of the game that we all love. Having the computer do all the bookkeeping for you, no card shuffling, no setting up, means you can play really quickly. These challenges and the Rugwart's Trials can keep the game fresh after multiple plays. If you mainly want to play this solo, I do recommend it. If you're looking to play online against other people, I personally wouldn't have bought it knowing what I know now. You still do get to play against other people online with a good implementation of the base game. It does feel a bit pointless without a real leaderboard there. If you're on the fence about buying it, I probably wouldn't, but if you love Everdell and just want to play it, then I would recommend it. I hope this video can help a few people out, and thank you for watching.